study based in 2012, it was shown that legalizing medicinal and recreational cannabis in all states is expected to earn around $10 billion plus in tax revenue for the United States, and that predicted number has only risen since the study was done in 2012. This is just one of the few shocking statistics proving why medicinal and recreational marijuana should be legal. Hello, my name is Sullivan, and today I'll be talking to you about two major misconceptions about the legalization of marijuana. Should we legalize it? Over 54% of the population believes that recreational and medicinal marijuana should be legal. A little background information. Marijuana is a greenish-gray mixture of dried shredded leaves and flowers of the cannabis sativa plant, which can induce various side effects similar to those found in common legal intoxicants already on the market. Now to go into the first misconception. Is marijuana a gateway drug? No, marijuana is not a gateway drug. This is probably one of the most common misconceptions because it's the most popular argument against the legalization of marijuana. It's that pot is a gateway drug with the potential to turn the great American population into a nation of hardcore drug fiends. However, on September 10, 2016, the U.S. Attorney General denounced this common misconception by admitting that the consumption of marijuana does not lead to the use of harder drugs. Now to the next misconception. Will legalizing marijuana have a negative effect on our economy? And the answer to that is no. The sale of medical and recreational marijuana will actually benefit our economy. There's a group, the Political Action Committee, Citizens Against Legalizing Marijuana, that believe that for every dollar collected on the sale of marijuana, it will cost a higher amount to repair the vast amount of social damage it will cause. However, in the states that do allow the recreational sale of marijuana, there has been a massive profit made from the sales, which is money going back into the economy. In 2015, the legal marijuana industry in Colorado created more than 18,000 new full-time jobs, generated over $2.4 billion in economic activity, according to the first-of-a-kind analysis of the economics of legal cannabis in the state. This study, conducted by the economic consulting firm Marijuana Policy Group, is based on the 2-year sales numbers from the state of Colorado. It's measured both the direct effects of legalization, including close to $1 billion in retail sales in 2015, and the industry spillover effect on Colorado's economy all over together. These indirect impacts of marijuana legalization came from increased demand on local goods and services, growers' rent, warehouse space, purchases, sophisticated lighting, and irrigation equipment. For instance, marijuana retailers similarly rely on other companies like contractors, lawyers, and bookkeeping services to conduct their own business. The third misconception I'm going to talk about is, will recreational and medicinal marijuana hurt your health? And believe it or not, no. Legally regulated marijuana has positive effects on a person's health. Legally regulated marijuana has a multitude of effects on a person's health, and these can range from improvements to quality of life all the way to the treatment of debilitating diseases. Legally regulated marijuana has been linked to a few, if any, long-term negative effects on a person's health. Marijuana has also been used to medicinally worldwide for thousands of years to treat such diseases. It is said by Jill Vargo Cavalette, who's a clinical associate professor, that marijuana has been used medicinally worldwide for thousands of years. In the early 1900s, the discovery of cannabis receptors in the central and peripheral nervous systems began to propagate interest in the other potential therapeutic values of marijuana. Since then, marijuana has been used by patients experiencing chemotherapy, induced anorexia, nausea, vomiting pain, and forms of spasticity, and the list goes on. Now, to these three major misconceptions, I suppose two solutions. The first one involves first legalizing recreational and medicinal marijuana. The people deserve to have access to medicinal and recreational marijuana just like any other legal intoxicant on the market. There's a huge profit margin to be made from the sale of recreational and medicinal marijuana. And finally, it can help people. It's been proven that it saved lives countless times and helped with such diseases and disabilities. Solution 2, let's educate the people. I feel that you, your friend, your mom, your dad, your associates, employees, all of you should try to educate fellow other people so that they can make non-biased decisions about the legalization of marijuana. Conclusion. I've shown you why I believe marijuana should be legalized, and I would like to make a suggestion. To stop these common misconceptions, I want you to go out, I want you to educate everyone you know. Because without the proper education on the legalization of marijuana, these misconceptions will keep our society from missing out on a great opportunity. I fully believe that medical marijuana can save lives. Recreational and medicinal marijuana can bring money into our economy. And finally, we as Americans deserve the fundamental rights to the legal use of medicinal and recreational marijuana. These are my references.